My God, oh God, this is Son of God level. The sun, the sky, you can see the vibe. We ride the high, always on a high level. So open up your eyes better. Why these running you is worthy? Just a lie. Kicking down your door. Bloodsuckers that see this industry is filled with sheep. People that pretend. Some little old piece of mind. The sons of kings, the bulls, the gods. The moon, the light, the fools, the facts. My God, oh God, this is Son of God level. The sun, the sky, you can see the vibe. I can never be controlled. Let them know. 500 helicopters driving me gonzo, but they want you just to envy. Let them see it. I'm the first to say it, now it's time you just believe it. I got too many fakes, made lots of foes. These people cold. Talk down your dreams because they know they can't come close. Don't shake no hands, they'll steal your friends. I walk alone. I see false idols, all the titles. You need to grow. I be watching mine, but I ain't like the others no more. God, I'm learning lessons as I go. You're only wasting time. Tell the devil there's a door. Praying God is only trying to test me for the glory of more. My God, oh God, this is Son of God level. The sun, the sky, you can see the vibe. We ride the high, always on a high level. So open up your eyes better.
It's that hate, boy.
Yeah, my day ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. It's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. Tell them line it up. Like a 4th and 1, we sneaky when we slide them. Yellow offense with no defense, now y'all time is up. We make the hits, y'all take the hits, and now we fired up. 3, 2, 1, don't need no break. Hut 1, hut 2, give it straight, that's how I like it. And we grind it every night to make it here, now it's exciting. See, they just getting cake, they ain't never gonna get no ice. And all we want is chips, ring fingers looking ice. My day ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in it. The whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the New England Patriots and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll start on the ground with Harris. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. The Steelers are 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
Second and 5 now. Pickett. A throw left side, caught by the tight end Freiermuth. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's got the first down. Yardage before being taken down at midfield. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Bentley. And the Patriots are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. Last week, somehow they won. He threw all those picks, but they still won. Here, opening drive, unfortunately, he picked up where he left off.
Partner, you get a lot of extra patience when you find a way to win despite you making mistakes. But starting out again this game, that patience is going to wear thin really quick. And I think the guys on the defensive side of the ball will be the first ones to let him know that's got to stop.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. This defense for the Steelers, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Now Jones. And the pass to Henry is intercepted. Picked off by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to take possession here at their own 33. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or
throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Pickett. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. Looking for Austin, intercepted. Picked off by Juwan Bentley. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Now a first down carry for Harris. And I think we've got a hold here. It's a 5-yard pickup for the moment. Let's see what our referee says. Throwing Jones. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a 1st down. Pickett sets up play action. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Pickett's throw complete there to Johnson. And he's topped his receiving output from a week ago, and we're just in the 1st quarter as that's a 1st down. Pickett, he's going to throw it again. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And the Pats are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. The Pats at the line ready to go. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. We're scoreless after 1. Working with a 2nd and 3. Off the play fake. Jones. Throw left side complete. That's Harris. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. Harris running straight ahead. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Looking to throw. Jones. Oh, he was looking for Parker, but it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
Open man, that's the tight end fire move. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Pickett to his tight end fire move for the Steeler first. Patriots will score. Touchdown, Steelers. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. There he goes, right side. And they are not going. Patriots. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Well, the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Out left and complete to Thornton. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones. It's brought in by Harris. And he is going to lose yardage here. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Well, his completion percentage continues to rise with that one, but sometimes you want your completion percentage to go down. Maybe you should have thought about throwing that one away.
I was just going to say, it is easier said than done, but that's where you maybe buried at his feet. Make sure he doesn't catch it.
Great call right there. Put it near the receiver, no grounding, nothing like that, but no one gets a chance to pick it off either.
Flush to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jason Pierre-Paul able to record his 5th sack of the season. Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On is Jake Bailey to send this one away. Back deep is Gunnar Olszewski. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
3rd and long for Pickett. He'll let it fly for Austin. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And the Patriots are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. The Pats at the line ready to go. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On 2nd and 12, Jones. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Oh, Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And the Steelers will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. And my goodness, another interception. It's Kyler Duggar who... There he goes, left side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands, and off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
On for the extra point is Folk. And he's got it. It's now. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taking it about the 1. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. Take it in at the 3. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And able to return this one all the way out to the other side of the field across the 50.
Well, this has been a close game throughout, but that return can help them gain the separation that they've been seeking throughout the game.
On the give, this is Harris. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Off play action, Jones. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've got to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, you take it from there.
Matt Judon there to bring him down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Pickett and the Steelers in need of a big play here. 3rd and long after the sack. They're going to look to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. He's at the 50. The 30. 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. So that a real wrench thrown in now for this offense. They're trying to make a game of this in the 3rd quarter, but that is not going to help.
Yeah, partner, probably should have used a different tool on that play, right? That ultimately is the kind of play where you can lose a ball game instead of being in a position to win.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. After the pick 6, here's Pickett to try again. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And my goodness, another interception. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Well, if there was any thought that this thing might turn around for this offense in the second half, I think those thoughts pretty well dashed after that interception return there.
It just has not been a good outing for this unit whatsoever. There's no other way to say it. They've been overmatched, haven't performed to the level that they've needed, and that throw there is just going to contribute to this game getting out of hand.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Yeah, he did not want to go down there as he carries tacklers for a solid gain of 9. From midfield now on 2nd down. Pickett He's got his tight end Freiermuth over the middle. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Pickett to throw on 1st down. And now here is another interception. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well. I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Steelers. 30, 10, and he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score. Extra point now by Boswell. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. A short kick taken at the 18. And a pretty slick return there. Almost got it to the 45. Officially, they'll call him down at the 44.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
On the move to his left. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain.
He's been patient this entire game, waiting for the perfect moment to surprise him with a quarterback keeper. There he catches him off guard and converts his first rush of the game into a 1st down. Gotta love that efficiency.
So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10. They hand this off to Harris. And some space here. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the 1st half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the 2nd half, that got done.
Now Folk for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold or did they rough the quarterback? So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. Ball at the 6 here as they work with a 2nd and 2. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. Looking to throw, Pickett. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. False start's going to push him back, but these days, how hard must it be to be an offensive lineman?
It's very hard, Brandon. You've got defensive linemen flinching, trying to draw you offside. You've got the loud crowds, and there are just so many super athletic players on defense now that you have to deal with each week. But through it all, these guys just sit in there for 4 quarters and slug it out.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll run with Harris. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Off play action. Pickett. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head. Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week, because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They run with Harris. And he takes this across the 15 to the 17. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. There's your co-NFL record holder, T.J. Watt, doing what he does best, terrorizing quarterbacks. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. On the return is Olszewski. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over. First and 10, here's Pickett. He'll let it fly for Austin. And this is caught. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Calvin Austin, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. So already not the best of kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line. Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalposts. What every offense wants to do in this situation, get 2 first downs to help out with field position at the least. Out route, and this is Henry with the catch. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. Harris. And not much doing there. Maybe a yard up to the 23. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving. And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick. Got his man. It's Thornton. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Here's Harris. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. On the ground, it's Harris. And some room to run now. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 114 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. That one looks like he'll throw here. Out to his left. And he gets this to Thornton. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 12-yard line. A gain of 18 and a new set of downs. Back to throw now on 1st down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And the Steelers are right back in this football game. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles. But in the 2nd half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull.
Somebody to hold me. Some done woke up in me. I've been going crazy. I've been doing my thing. They not ready for me. Y'all been playing with me. No time for the silly games. God damn, it really must be so intimidating. But I gotta be great. That's the God up in me. Whoa, yeah. Somebody to hold me. I'm still cooking out the basement, and this game needs some saving. And I'm ready for the action, cause I'm tired of the acting.